Hello and welcome. This is another video, and I want to talk about using a site like CoinMarketCap as an interesting tool for finding out or finding a good play, because I like to do this every so often, a few times a day, and that is try to see what's going on in the last hour. Anything going up or down pretty big? Because if that's the case, if you can be early on a market that's rising, you could easily cash in on it. And I think I'm going to make a small gain, especially on a site where I needed to transfer some Bitcoin to. And thus, I'll explain how I'm going to do it. So here we are on CoinMarketCap.com. And what I want to do on this is I want to click on the View All button. So I'll click on that. And this is what I'm going to focus on at the 1 hour. Now, normally, if this isn't much of a move, and it's not much of it, well, what happened here? Wow, my mouse did something there. I reversed it, I guess. That scared the crap out of me, actually. Alrighty then. Okay, so as I've never seen that. Let's go back to the View All. So we see that at 0.5%. Bitcoin Cash is up 2% for the last hour. So I'm going to switch this over to price this in Bitcoin. If you're using Ethereum as your base currency, you can switch it to that as well. And there we have it. So now what I'm going to look at is I want to look at markets that have a major move higher or lower within the last hour. So I can scroll down, and whenever I see all this stuff, not much of a move. And even 3% down, I'm not really, or 3% up, I'm not really looking towards. I'm looking for over 5. So here we have 8 share down 6.4%. If something's down, that's only good for me if I hold it. Because let's assume I hold a code that's traded on multiple exchanges. And I see that maybe on a smaller exchange, if an item goes from, say, 100 Satoshis to 94 as an example, maybe I can still sell it at 100 or 99 or 98. On that site, because it can take a delay of maybe 20-30 minutes sometimes for those things to catch up, sometimes even longer, depending on, of course, the code and the exchanges you're talking about. So nothing too big worth noting. 4% for metal, 4% for Factom, nothing too big. Percent for Byteball, Ardor, 9.65%. I bought some of these because about 10 minutes ago, I happened to look. It was up over 10% at that time. And when I click on this, and you can do this with any code, you can see which market, where it's traded on. So it's on Bittrex, Poloniex. Haven't heard of these guys before. I don't even know what 19,800 is. Hit BTC. And this is a small site. This is what I'm looking for. Sites like this. So I went to Hit BTC, and I seen that it was available to buy for 36-ish or so on the Satoshi number. Yet it's trading for 38 on Bittrex. So then, let's buy what I can at the 36. And then, of course, you don't even have to move it. Sometimes just buy it and then just wait an hour or two and then sell it on that exchange, and it'll work that way too. So whichever exchange that you can find something like that on. And then you can get to the insane lower markets. The ones with in like 200th place, stuff outside of the top 60 or 70 mainly. You can have a lot more of these wild moves. I don't own any MCAP, so I don't have to worry about that. Although if you think it's a good time to buy, NXT is up 7.5%. And I do own some of that. So hang on a second. Well, actually, I need to see where this thing is being traded on in other exchanges. Hit BTC. CSEX. I guess that's the only 2 places I can buy it from. So wish me luck. And trading at 24, 26 on the main exchanges. CSEX is 25 to buy, so nothing I can do there. And on Hit BTC, it was 24.25 to buy, so nothing I can do about that there. And the thing about the smaller exchanges as well is you have usually really big ask differentials. And that's another topic, and I'm going to quickly go over that as well, where you can see a code, say if a code's going for like 50 something on a handle, and they're usually pretty tight, like 505, 504-ish kind of deal on the major exchanges. Well, on the smaller ones, you might see a difference of like, say, 550 and 450. So oftentimes you're going to see a market move up from like 500 to like 540, yet you still can't buy because the 550 buy order that's in there. So just quickly looking at some other ones on the way, nothing too big. What's down 5%? I probably don't own it. I don't own too much. Never even TNT. It's a nice song, but don't know anything about the coin. Traegers, don't own it. Never even heard of it. 7.4% for CTD down. Never heard of that one. 11% for Unity down. Never heard of that again either. ION. I've heard of it. I don't own it. 6.4% up for Sky. And SOAR is up 16%. Moon is down 27%. I had a whole bunch of buy orders in for Moon earlier and I canceled them. I think I canceled them all. I hope I did. I don't know. I might work out profitable if I get one or two of them. SOAR coin. So it's up 16%. Where is it traded? CSEX and Livecoin. See, that doesn't really help me too much because I need to see this traded on more than just that. I don't even want anything to do with it unless I know something fundamentally about it that makes it such a great buy. But outside of that, then it's something that I wouldn't want to even consider putting anything on. It's just not worth doing. Continuing on with the list going lower. Probably go into the 300s because I've seen some interesting ones before. Waves Community, WCT. Not going to check that out. IFT down 12%. There's really not much down here. But sometimes you might see something. CMP up 7. Never heard of it. Never heard of this Neutron down. Myriad I had at one point. I remember owning this at one point. So on Bittrex I had it on. So it's on Cryptopia and Bittrex. Let's see if there's anything available in here. And nothing was available as it's 57.59 differential on Cryptopia and a 59.58 differential on Bittrex. But if you get in a situation where maybe a market goes up, for example, on Bittrex, next thing you know, it's up to like 64, 65, in which you can sell at. And it's available to buy, say, for 61 on, say, Cryptopia or on YoBTC or BTC 100 or wherever else. That's a small gain. And you can either, of course, go for the transfer. If you're doing the transfer, you're playing the time game. Maybe the market goes down and you lose. Maybe the market goes up further and you get further gains. And, of course, you can just wait maybe for time because you buy it early because the market just went up fast in like 5 minutes. So you bought in and maybe 5, 10, 20 minutes from now you'll be able to sell for a profit as one example within such. All right, so I'm going to conclude this video. Thank you for tuning in and have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.